Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Arena Football Statement. I am a mathematician and today I am doing mathematics. And I had a question. It's like a little quiz. And I would like to ask, what do you do when you get gorgeous highlights multiplied by a disgusting massacre blowout, plus Kansas storms, plus a border war, plus a team scoring 33 points in a single quarter, multiplied with interviews with a top-notch defensive back, divided by a successful owner, equals this week in the CIF. Version 9.0. Let's review some games from week 8. The Rapid City Marshals continue their tour of Kansas with a stop in Salina. A well-rested, upset Liberty squad shows up big as they remind the teams in the CIF that they are still contenders. They finish with a massacre of the hapless Marshals. 55-7 is the final. The Marshals have been outscored 118-19 in the last 2 games. The Liberty defense looks like they're right back on track, just in time to host the red-hot Billings Outlaws. Speaking of Outlaws, let's head northwest, where the Wyoming Mustangs were coming off a 2-game win streak, hosting the Billings Outlaws on a 3-game win streak. A border war would ensue, but it was the Billings Outlaws who had a breakout first half, creating too much separation for the Mustangs to come galloping back. Billings wins on the road 45-29, and at 4-1 are only 1 game behind their other handkerchief-wearing thieving bandits. Heading back to the state of Kansas, an in-state grudge match would take place in Dodge. Dreko Statham delivers a statement that the game won't even get close. A pick 6 helps cement his status as a top DB in the league. The winless Tropics still searching for answers as they get beat by the Southwest Kansas Storm 37-18. They fall to 0-6, and the Storm move into 3rd place as they continue their winning ways. The game of the week proved to be the game of the week as the long history of the battle on I-29 just got more historic. The champion Omaha Beef come into town against the undefeated Sioux City Bandits. Last week, Coach Herb Strobing told us how much he hates the Cowbells, but how he isn't afraid of the champs. In the waning moments, a free play has Drew Jackson heaving a bomb downfield, and Tyler Jones climbs the ladder for a sensational catch and puts the Beef up by 2. With 15 seconds left, Sioux City responds with a simple play call, and Kamal Cass says, "I'm taking this rock to the house." The impressive crowd erupts with joy, but don't count the Beef out just yet. With 2 seconds left, they do a longest yard impression with 1, 2, 3, 4 laterals that ends up in the hands of wide receiver Brandon Shepard playing defense, who takes the rock to the house as time expires. The Bandits stay undefeated at 5-0, and while the Beef fall to 500, they showed a lot of grit, showing they can still hang with any team in this league. With all of that excitement, I'm even more excited to bring in my guests today. The first I've already mentioned. He is a top-notch defensive back for the Southwest Kansas Storm. His name is Dreko Statham. Also, one of the owners of the Southwest Kansas Storm joins us. His name is Jeremy Farr, but I prefer to call him J. Farr. If you want to know more about him, check out Disney's Aladdin. Kidding, he's not a villain, he's an owner. But guys, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Doing good.
Good deal, good deal. So, Mr. J. Farr, the team rebrands from Dodge City Law to Southwest Kansas Storm. Can you tell us what actually led to the rebranding decision?
Felt like there might be some bad will out there in Dodge City, and we really wanted the whole Southwest Kansas community. We have the city of Garden City, Liberal, an hour away, plus all the other small towns around, which were huge supporters, huge fans. So let's include them all. Let's make it Southwest Kansas.
So your attendance numbers have been quite impressive in that area. Considering the world's reaction to COVID, what would you say is actually bringing your fans to these games?
A lot of excitement that the football's back. They're super excited to see us out there. Done a pretty good job reaching out to people, talking to everybody, let them know that, hey, this is coming, this is here. And as soon as after that first game, just the word got out, and it's just growing. I think we're just going to keep growing it a little bit at a time.
Well, good deal. And Dreko, let's go over to you for a moment. So I understand that you lead or are tied for the lead in the CIF in interceptions this season. Does that add pressure to you to come out and perform?
No, sir. I kind of like the pressure. I'm trying to come this season and stay consistent. Basically just make a name for myself and help my team go all the way.
You think you can do it?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely can.
Good deal.
Definitely have a talented enough team. This just comes natural to this guy. He's natural at it.
Oh, my goodness. His pick 6 last Saturday, man, he just glided down that field, no problem. It looked natural. That was awesome.
I love the replay. I didn't get to watch it live because I was working.
So, Dreko, 2 weeks ago, you guys slaughtered the Rapid City Marshals. And it's a rematch this week, but sure, it's at their house this time. What do you anticipate that they will do differently, and how do you prepare for it?
They're just going to try to come with a lot of tricks and like sneaky stuff, but we're going to stay consistent and do what we have to do perfect and practice the same way and stay the same and just go in with our head straight on and just focus on the game, and we'll be good.
How many pick 6s you get this week?
I'm trying to go for 2.
Good goal. Always improve. Jeremy, let's go back to you for a moment. If fans, they don't get much of an inside look at the life of an indoor football team owner. Can you give us a quick glimpse of a day in the life of a CIF owner?
Oh boy. Yeah. None of us knew when we got into this thing what it was going to turn into or what all the work it takes to do this. Usually 7:00 in the morning, returning emails, fans and other people, sponsors, all that stuff. And then we get into texting the other owners. So we have usually from 7 to noon trying to get our game plan going and what we need to work on, what needs to happen next, who we need to contact, what we got to do to make it better every day. Every day, just keep working at it. So it's a lot of work.
I don't think us fans really have much of an idea of how much work it is. Now, another question I had for you is when you find a guy like Dreko Statham that is really an anchor to the defense, do you have to work really hard as an owner to keep a guy like that? Because he's definitely catching a lot of attention elsewhere.
I'm sure some of the owners are. We're kind of in a unique situation because we have one owner, myself, is in Garden City, which is an hour away from Dodge. Another one, which is an hour away in Liberal. And then the other owners are in Dodge. So they're really putting in a lot more effort into the players, making sure they're fed, making sure they're taken care of, all their needs are done as best as can be. And yeah, we kind of like to keep this guy off the radar, but it's impossible. It's impossible. He's too good, too natural for him.
Well, he is a baller. There's no question there. Okay, Dreko, since we're talking about you, let's talk to you this time. So the only other Statham I know is an action superstar with a glorious voice. When your football career ends, do you plan to one-up Jason Statham and perform action stunts he could only dream of?
Yeah, I got to get my name just a little above here, just a little bit.
What role in the movie business would you take first?
I try to do comedian. I'm a funny guy.
I didn't catch that. Where's the humor, man?
It just comes. It really ain't just right now. It just come out whenever.
Does it show up during the game?
Oh, it definitely does.
Good deal. So is Dreko Statham the guy to watch if I want a good laugh?
Oh, yes. Come watch the Southwest Storm. We definitely give you a good laugh.
Glad to hear it. Okay, last question here is for Jeremy. Jeremy, who came up with those glorious-looking uniforms and helmets?
Well, I get to take a little bit of credit for that. There was a couple of us owners that went into that, and we wanted those colors. We wanted to be different, something that nobody else is. I mean, you get your blacks and your reds and your grays, just all over the place. It's so boring, just so boring. Let's give the fans something that'll stand out. Give them something that'll pop. And our players look sexy in these colors. They really do. And that's not just for me saying that, because I'm not weird like that, but I've heard, you see the fans, you see the girls. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, does that mean, Dreko, if you were to ever go somewhere else, are you just going to kind of sneak the uniform and helmet and take it with you because of how good it looks on you?
Oh yeah, I definitely had to. You got to take that uniform. It look too good.
Good man. It really does. I mean, as a fan, you know, if I'm just scrolling on Facebook and the uniforms or the helmet from the Southwest Kansas Storm pops up, I end up stopping just to look at it. I'm a little mesmerized at how good it actually looks. I must admit, when I first saw the logo, I was like, man, that's cartoony. That doesn't look good. But man, when it gets on those uniforms and the lightning stripes along the sides of the helmets and everything, it's gorgeous. Very well done. Well, guys, at Rapid City this weekend, it looks to be a very, very good game. I imagine Rapid City is going to prepare differently and that they're going to bring everything they've got. You guys are on a great winning streak right now. Who would you say the team is to beat?
Sioux City.
Apparently it's Sioux City since they're undefeated, but
yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. His name is Dreko Statham, a defensive back for the Southwest Kansas Storm, and one of the owners, Jeremy Farr. Guys, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck this weekend in Rapid City.
Thank you, Storm.
Thank you.
Rapid City.
Wow, guys. Thank you, Dreko Statham and Mr. J. Farr, for joining me on Arena Football Statement. You guys are awesome to interview. And feeling a little lightheaded. Lightheaded. Stupid joke. Lightheaded. I'm feeling on the side of love. So stupid. These jokes are so lame. We're here to talk about the CIF. Okay, let's preview the games for Week 9. In South Dakota, the Rapid City Marshals look to end their 4-game losing streak as the gorgeous Southwest Kansas Storm come to play, led by Dreko Statham on defense. With the poor offensive display by the Marshals and the fact they've only scored 19 points and allowed 118 in their last 2 games, sorry guys, I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this to try to motivate you guys, but your team looks lazy outside of a pair of defenders who ball out. Hard to see the Marshals winning this one. They'll lose by less than 30 and Dreko gets his 2 pick sixes. In Wyoming, the Mustangs got corralled by Outlaws. Now they will by bandits. The undefeated Iowan boys, fed by high-protein stro beans, glide their way to another victory, while the Mustangs at least provide the home crowd with some good highlights. All right, let's go. They make it interesting late, 15-point loss. In Topeka, I see the Tropics struggling again, as Bone Jones and his family of Joneses put up big numbers on offense. While Topeka seems to hang in there on some games, they simply can't put enough points up on offense to pull out a win. Keeping up with the Joneses doesn't look like it's going to happen in Topeka. Beef by 21. The game of the week is in Salina as the Liberty look for revenge against their new nemesis. The Billings Outlaws are hot with a 4-game win streak, but Huron O'Neill may have something to say about Charles McCollum and Tyron Laughinghouse. Ballhawk Autry might say no laughing in our house. Claude Davis, on the other hand, anchors Billings' front 3 in what could be an aggressive defensive slugfest. But in the end, I believe the Liberty will end the Outlaws' win streak and take a leap in the standings. A field goal may be the difference. Man, guys, the second half of the season is in full swing with all 8 teams playing this week. The new expansion team from Mesquite, Texas was announced, and they will be watching to evaluate the competition that they will have to play against next year in 2023. Meanwhile, all 4 games are being held on Saturday, May 7th. You can catch all of them live on YouTube on the Champions Indoor Football channel. And hey, don't be afraid to engage in a little friendly trash talk in the comment section. You know, like, just ask who's going to win the championship, who's going to be the MVP, who's your daddy. guys, thank you so much for watching This Week in the CIF. I'm gonna get myself ready for some pure, unadulterated, smash mouth football. And that is my arena football statement.